Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Ash Gardner. For the first time in nearly 2 years, Australia's border reopens to eligible visa holders today. Fully vaccinated visa holders, including international students and skilled migrants, no longer need an exemption to enter the country. Christmas plans have been derailed for passengers on board two flights after a COVID case. Those on board flight VA1105 from Newcastle to Brisbane and flight VA375 from Brisbane to Townsville on Monday will now spend 2 weeks in isolation. Restrictions eased for the unvaccinated in New South Wales overnight. They now have the same freedoms as the vaccinated. QR code check-ins are only required in high-risk settings like hospitals, gyms, pubs and clubs. Masks are no longer needed except in airports, on planes and public transport. Police in New South Wales are winding down their search for clues in the case of missing boy William Tyrrell. Officers and volunteers have been scouring several locations on the New South Wales mid-north coast for 4 weeks. A new study's revealed the Pfizer COVID vaccine has been less effective at keeping people out of hospital in South Africa since the Omicron variant emerged. People who received 2 doses had a 70% chance of avoiding hospitalisation, down from 93%. The death toll is expected to climb over the coming days in Kentucky, where more than 100 people are still missing the wake of a series of tornadoes. 74 people were killed in Kentucky alone, among them 12 children. To sport, the Perth Scorchers have taken out a 53-run win over the Hobart Hurricanes in last night's Big Bash action. The Melbourne Stars face the Sydney Sixers tonight. England is monitoring the fitness of Ben Stokes ahead of the second Ashes test in Adelaide as he battles a knee injury, while Jai Richardson is expected to replace Josh Hazlewood, who has been ruled out with a side strain. In AFL, former Australian super boss Ian Silk is now in the frame to become the next Hawthorn president after he was elected to the board at last night's AGM. In entertainment news, Elon Musk turned up to a Q&A after being named Time Magazine's Person of the Year with his toddler in tow. He was recognised for his global influence through Tesla and SpaceX.
My career is Mars and cars. We need to transition to sustainable energy and become a spacefaring civilization.
The trailer for Nicolas Cage's new project is out. He stars as himself in the flick The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is in theatres on April 22. And Lady Gaga has admitted she consulted Bradley Cooper before taking on her new role in House of Gucci. Gaga says she's confided in her Star is Born co-star for years. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.